KILR KILR Games.
Hello gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer and welcome to my tour around the world featuring X-Plane 11. Welcome! Alright, so we are here in Bloomington-Normal at the Central Illinois Regional Airport. And this plane just happens to be here. And our plane is nowhere to be found. Actually, I'm not sure where it's at. Let's find it. That's a helicopter there. There it is. We're running over here. Okay, first things first, we need to go ahead and take off the chalk blocks. This is our Milviz Cessna 310. Turbo 310 to be specific. Alright, we'll take off those chalk blocks and those covers. And that is all we need to do. Alright. That's just a mannequin in there just to make it look like someone's there. But we'll push them out of there. We don't need them. Alright, let's go inside. Alright. We are inside. Shut that door there. We'll make this disappear. Just because that's something realistic that we can do. Now you may be thinking, if you haven't seen the last leg of this flight, what in the world am I doing using night vision goggles? Well, because it looks like that. You can't see a thing. And the cabin lights do not work. And that's annoying. Okay. Well, let's talk about where we're going. Already told you where we're at, right here, Bloomington-Normal, and we're going to go right here to University of Illinois. Now, why is that, actually? Why did we choose that one? Well, as you know, this is the sublogic map that dates back to Flight Simulator 2. I don't think 1 had it. 1 and 2 might be the same. Well, and I think 3 and 4, now that I think about it, they didn't really have world coverage. I don't think. You had to get scenery discs. So this is the original Chicago area chart. And back in the day when I played Flight Simulator 2 for the Commodore 64, I would start off here. You always start there at Merrill C. Meigs. Sometimes I would fly over to O'Hare, sometimes I'd fly to Chicago Midway, but I would always go down all the way south and go to University of Illinois-Willard, but this would be my halfway mark. So I'd stop there, take a break, and then continue on. That's why we went to greater Kankakee. I always call it Kankakee, but it's Kankakee. So this is why we're going to University of Willard, or Illinois-Willard. Champaign, Illinois, basically. And once I got the Sublogic scenery disc, then I started, exploring a little bit more and going from coast to coast. And I had a great time. And I didn't fly to as many airports as what I'm doing now, but that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm doing this world tour and as many simulators as I'm doing it. The main two simulators that matter the most is FSX and this one. And I am going to be doing something with Prepared, but I'm going to be doing something different. I'm doing something different with it. Something special. An idea that my wife gave me. So that may already be up on my channel, depending upon when you're seeing this. As of 2018, it's not. Let's go ahead and take the map off there, because we don't need that there. We don't need no stinking map. But yeah, so those are the main two simulators. But the other simulators I'm playing for fun. They're like the toys that I'm bringing along with me. So what I say is X-Plane is really the main. FSX has got a lot of great stuff. That's why I overdid it with the Orbix stuff. But X-Plane is kind of my main thing. One, it's a next generation. Sorry, Prepared fans, but Prepared is just a little better than FSX. It's 64-bit memory, which is good, and maybe some lighting enhancements, but it's still essentially the same. But then again, you could say Flight Simulator 2000 or FS9 was similar to FSX. But anyway, X-Plane is more of a next generation product. I mean, especially when you consider what goes into it. And I've said it on many, several times on the videos before. But that's why I've chosen this simulator for my documentaries. So wherever we go, wherever we land, we check out the airport and we go into town and we find out what's there. And there's just so much to learn. So this whole world tour, it's an experience, an adventure, and it's educational. And this is something that I want to do for me, but I want to share it with others. So I want to share it so that way when my daughter has a family, her kids can watch this series and watch their grandfather. But this is the one thing that I want to leave behind for everyone. And it's going to take a few years, because we're going to be traveling every state, and not just one or two airports. We're traveling around throughout that state, every country, every little nook and cranny that we can find. So this is very ambitious, but this is a big thing for me, because I love traveling, I love adventure. There's no way I could do this in real life, so we're going to do it this way. Well, let's go ahead and get some things turned on here. Well, we need to turn our switches on and stuff. And I don't think we need our night vision goggles. Oh. just turn all that stuff up there. See how that all brightens up? Now there are cabin lights. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. They've got knobs, but they don't do anything. Huh, this is 3 o'clock. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. We took a nap. We got here and we took a nice nap. I forgot about that. Let's get our other lights on here. We need our nav lights, strobe lights. I haven't figured out what the de-ice light is. And de-ice pitted heats. Okay, and then there's these. I don't know if we would ever use these or if they're just kind of there for decoration. You can click on them, but do they have any actual function? I don't know. Taxi lights, landing light. No, we don't need landing light. Oh, where are we here? Got things that are. I need to move this stuff. Okay.
Clarence American 1842 with Tango going to Charlotte.
American 1842.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. How may I help?
Yeah, our ACARS is down, so I guess we'll get to do it the hard way.
American 1842, Roger, cleared to Charlotte Airport via the field to departure. Field. Dennis file. Climb maintain 10,000, flight level 310 in 10 minutes. Squawk 51401.
Trying to make sure that this isn't too much louder
Bloomington
than
Traffic Airport Authority Vehicle 14 on
myself.
the west ramp. We'll be conducting a light inspection of taxiways Alpha Echo, Charlie Delta Golf, Foxtrot, and Foxtrot 1, holding short of all runways. All traffic in the vicinity be advised. Bloomington Traffic.
So I think all that's set. Okay. Now we need to bring our
Bloomington Traffic Airport Authority Vehicle 14 holding short of runway 20 on Foxtrot. We'll be conducting a light inspection of runway 20 exiting on taxiway Golf.
Get that
all
up.
traffic in the vicinity, please advise. Bloomington Traffic.
What are you crying about? You don't need to cry. Let's bring our throttle up. Got to open it up a little bit. Okay, I think... Yeah, I think that's centered now. Those look good.
Bloomington Traffic Airport Authority Vehicle 14 is off runway 20 on Golf. We'll be conducting inspection on taxiways Golf, Golf 2, and Golf 1, holding short of both runways. All traffic in the vicinity be advised. Bloomington Traffic.
Turn our magnetos on. Okay, I think we're supposed to... Now, we'll prime that first. We'll prime that one for next. And we'll go ahead and get this started.
Traffic Airport Authority Vehicle 14 holding short of runway 29 on Golf. We'll be conducting a light inspection of runway 29 exiting on taxiway Alpha. All traffic in the vicinity, please advise. Bloomington Traffic.
Okay, so we need to get our RPMs in between a little bit higher than that.
Okay, I will come
And this
over
is our RPMs right here. We need to get our throttle up a bit more.
In traffic, Airport Authority Vehicle 14 is off runway 29 on Alpha. We'll be proceeding Alpha Echo Golf to the terminal ramp. Traffic in the vicinity be advised. Bloomington traffic.
A little too much. Boy, it doesn't take much, does it?
Airport Authority Vehicle 14 is off the field at the terminal ramp. Traffic in the vicinity be advised. Bloomington traffic.
Alright, we'll keep it right there. We need to get our flight planner set here. I think we can turn off our night vision goggles now.
Bloomington traffic. FedEx 1577 to 757, about 10 to the...
Now this one is
Southwest, inbound, straight in,
KCMI. I thought that was interesting. Alright. You're set there. I want to get my nav radio set up here.
Clearing runway 2 Echo to cargo ramp.
Champaign is 110.0.
FedEx 1577, clear of all runways, taxiways, entering cargo.
Oops.
Bloomington traffic.
Okay, our clearance is 121.7. We're almost there, actually.
Air traffic control, Class Delta services at Bloomington Airport. I presume Class Golf service is no longer in effect. Any aircraft in Class Delta are on in-movement air, or any vehicles on in-movement air. Please advise Bloomington Towers, the information, Yankee current visual approaches, runway 29 are in use.
Alright, let's go ahead and check in here. Well, hold on.
Morning Bloomington, it's number 5034. Just pushing off the gate here. We're going to de-ice and we'll call you for clearance here in just a minute.
Number 5034, Bloomington ground, morning.
Tuning in the clearance delivery. Gonna open up our flight plan. Oops. There we go.
Bloomington, number 5034, information Yankee. Clearance deadline.
Number 5034, go to Atlanta Hartsfield Airport as filed. Maintain 3000. Expect flight level 340 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.72, squawk 3155.
Go to Atlanta, filed up to 3,340 at 10:28:72, squawk to 3165. Never.
Oh man, I totally forgot.
34, read back correct.
13535.
And is there a way we can depart 20 for number 5034?
Expect runway 20.
We have to tune in to ATIS apparently.
Central Illinois RGNL November.
This is Central Regional Airport Information, Juliet. Weather at 0915 Zulu. Wind 35 at 5. Visibility greater than 20 miles. Sky condition 10,000 scattered. Temperature 14. Dew point -4. Altimeter 2991. Runway 2 in use. Landing departing runway 2. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Juliet. This is Central.
Envoy 37-721, clear to Chicago via squawk 3000, spec 15, 10, 128.72, squawk 5314.
Oh my goodness.
And for Envoy going to here, I'm showing 3711.
This is Central Regional Airport Information Juliet. Weather at 0915 Zulu. Winds 2-4 at 5. Visibility greater than 20 miles. Sky condition 10,000 scattered. Temperature 14. Dew point -4.
220, within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.72, squawk 5311.
Clearance Cessna 13 Foxtrot IFR 2 Kilo Charlie Mike India with information. Juliet.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, cleared to Kilo Charlie Mike India. Runway heading departure. Maintain 3000, squawk 2131 departure. Frequency 118.5.
Backstrapped and runway 1, correction, runway 29er.
Runway heading. Maintain 3000 squawk 2131 departure 118.5 Cessna 13 Foxtrot.
Taxi via Echo Golf Cross runway 29er. Echo.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Read back correct. Contact ground on 121.65 when ready to taxi.
Roger 121.65 Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Ground Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Ready to taxi.
Ready.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Stand by. Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Taxi to runway 2.
Roger, taxi to runway 213 Foxtrot.
2 clear for takeoff. Turn left heading 330.
Coming up with 213.
Heading 330, maintain.
Oh, 213 Foxtrot.
Takeoff. Runway 2. But I
Gotcha. Since we have no lights that actually light up the ground.
Contact the departure. Have a good day.
What is our altimeter? Bloomington, 875.
That's gate 8, ready to taxi with Yankee. Requested total 20.
Oh, we're moving. We're moving!
Endeavor 5034, Bloomington Tower, runway 20. Taxi via Foxtrot 1 Foxtrot.
Whoops. There we go. Apparently we need a little bit more. When trying to turn.
Number 5039, spacing into Atlanta this morning. Expect the wheels up at 26 after. That's 26 after time now. 18 straight up.
We need to turn these up. Whoa. I love that sound though. That sound is so cool. All right, runway 2.
ground envoy 3711. With Yankee ready for taxi, runway 20.
Envoy 3711 ground, and understand you are requesting runway 20 for departure.
That is affirmative, envoy 3711.
Envoy 3711, runway 20, taxi be a Foxtrot 1 Foxtrot.
Foxtrot 1 Foxtrot, runway 20, thank you, envoy 3711.
Good morning, Bloomington, 75 November Papa on the visual 29.
Challenger 75 November Papa, Bloomington Tower, good morning, report a 5 mile final, runway 29.
We'll report 5 mile final, 75 November Papa.
Night vision goggles. Never leave home without it. I'm guessing this is the way.
Tower 75 November Papa, just confirm there's no braking action advisories or anything here, right?
Negative, no contaminants on the runways.
Appreciate that.
It may not be.
Looks like you may have gotten some snow out here.
Runway 2 might be on the other side.
Yeah, I got about 1.5 inches yesterday. Endeavor 5034, Bloomington Tower, runway 20. Fly runway heading, maintain 5,000, clear for takeoff.
Alright, fly runway heading, maintain 5,000, clear for takeoff. Endeavor 5034.
We've got world traffic going, but I don't think we have any actual traffic.
Set 5 November Papa's on a 5 mile final for runway 29.
Dodger 5 November Papa, runway 29, clear to land.
Clear to land 29 or 75 November Papa.
Tower envoy 3711. Short of 20.
Envoy 3711, Bloomington Tower, continue holding, landing traffic, runway 29. Endeavor 5034, contact Bureau departure connect.
Buildings over here. It's probably not over here.
34.
Alright, we'll take... Oh, wait a minute. We're not on the runway yet. Thing's beeping. Why are we getting beeping sounds?
Envoy 3711, runway 20, clear for takeoff, turn right heading 290, maintain 5,000.
Right, sir.
Guess we had a runway at one point.
5,000, runway 20, clear for takeoff, envoy 3711.
I think that might be the runway down there. We're doing a spiritual mode here. Yeah, that's the runway. So we just need to turn around, kind of go down that direction.
Charger 5 November Papa, turn right on Delta, say destination.
And 75 November Papa just missed Delta. Alpha right.
Charge 5 November Papa, affirmative, turn right on Alpha.
And we're parking at Synergy.
Charge 5 November Papa, Roger, taxi via Alpha to the ramp, monitor ground 0.65.
Alpha to the ramp, 0.65, and 5 November Papa.
I'm looking forward to Champaign.
Envoy 3711, contact Bureau departure, good day.
3711.
With all the times that I've flown there, I'm actually looking forward to doing our documentary, learning about the place and going into town and seeing what they have. Although stuff is going to be closed.
Ground Challenger 75 November Papa, information Yankee instruments to Charlie Kilo Bravo.
Challenger 75 November Papa, Bloomington ground, clear to Clarksburg Airport as filed, maintain 3000, expect flight 1370, within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.72, squawk 6271.
Yep, this is the right one.
Alright, Clarksburg has filed 3000, 370, 10, 128.72, and 6271.
Challenger 5 November Papa, read back correct.
I came across the video. It's an hour and 20 minutes long, but I think it's by K-Man, which shows how to create
Challenger 5 November Papa, runway 29er, taxi via
traffic
Alpha,
for
Alpha Echo,
World Traffic 3. Not the traffic, but you know, the stuff for that's needed for the airports. That's what I had saw. Man, on the last flight, trying to figure out how to get this plane to work properly, we were having a bit of a challenge, but we got it. I finally figured it out.
5843.
Hey, affirmative.
Now I'm like, oh, this is a cool plane. We're going to be flying this for a while.
maintain 5000.
Alright, up to 5,000.
There is no reality expansion pack for it, so not going to be doing any walk-arounds or anything.
Mission 5843, full route clearance this morning. Cleared to Dallas-Fort Worth Airport via Kansas City, Mike Charlie India, Wichita, India Charlie Tango, Hoff, Hotel, Oscar, Foxtrot, 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 Jotham for arrival. On departure, maintain 3000. Expect flight level 360 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.72, squawk 3115.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Contact tower on 124.6.
124.6 Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Good day. Tower Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Runway 2 ready for takeoff.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Winds 030 at 7. Runway 2 cleared for takeoff. Fly runway heading.
Roger, clear for takeoff. Runway heading 13 Foxtrot.
Cessna 3919, contact Chicago Center 134.87. Good day.
134.87. Good day. What's Cessna 3919?
Oh, there it is. Oh, Mike, we went off the runway here.
Cessna 3919, Chicago to maintain 310 knots for greater at flight level 250, clear direct hold. Cross holes at maintain 2000 or else clear 3021.
Alright, forward and then in descent 310 or better, United 1631.
Southwest 5855, center maintain level 240.
Down to 240 now for Southwest 5855.
Morning Center United 1092-350.
We got some takeoff.
Exit 92, Chicago Center, Roger.
Flaps here. Let's see.
Stopping altimeter 3022.
1000, 3022, Midwest 381.
You guys ready?
Gun 3919, cross holes at maintain 2000 on our altimeter 3021.
Turn our radio down just a little bit.
West 381, contact Chicago Center 127.55. Good day.
2755, Midwest 381. Good morning.
That sound. That sound is so cool.
Was 5479 passing 324 or 300 45 east back.
Southwest 479, Chicago Center, Roger. Southwest 3219, contact Chicago Center 119.85. Good day.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Contact departure on 118.5.
118.5 13 Foxtrot. Good day. Departure Cessna 13 Foxtrot out of 1000 for 3000 IFR.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, radar contact. Altimeter is 2992. Turn right heading 115.
Right to 11513 Foxtrot.
2487. On the Southwest 5855, 134.87. Good day.
3487, have a great day, Southwest 5855.
Oh, 115.
5, Chicago Center, no complaints this morning. Let me know if you encounter it. Number 2491, heading Chicago approach 133.62 morning.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, turn right heading 205.
Right to 205 Cessna 13 Foxtrot.
I believe we can turn these off.
5 miles east, Bagel 240, maintain 209. 300 knots, sorry about that, 5470. Strength 653, 340, good morning.
Kind of taking us off course here. I don't know why that is. Let's go back.
South 3219, cross Mag, that's maintain 11,000, South Bell Timber 3022. 3022, cross Mag, that maintain 11,000, South 3219, leaving flight level 21, earlier clear, direct Mag, South Bell Timber 3022. Leaving 210, direct. South 5855, and flight level 240, you're clear to make across the lake, that's maintain 11,000.
8, flight level 320, descending to flight level 300.
I believe my flight plan is 4,500 for the altitude.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, turn right heading 205.
Right to 20513 Foxtrot.
Alright. I don't know why, but okay.
Direct walk.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, turn left heading 165. Resume on navigation.
4505, gonna make.
Left to 165. Resume on navigation. 13 Foxtrot.
That's where we were.
Number 4505, affirmative. Stop. 4.87, good day.
3487.
Alright, let's turn our RPMs down a little bit, get it into the green area. That should do it. I think we should lean our fuel too. Because we only got half a tank here on both of them. I think we might be okay, but man, I burned up a lot of fuel the last time.
United 1671, cross Mag, or correction, cross Wasp,
Oops.
flight level 350.
0.75, good day. 2575, south of 39.
West 3078, cross 5 miles, east from Bagel at
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, maintain 3,000.
Out of 3,500 or 3,013 Foxtrot.
3078. Southwest 3078, it's only 5 east of Bagel, level 240.
Sorry, say again?
Southwest 3078, it's only 5 miles east of Bagel, flight level 240.
Check that out.
Lindbergh 4505, cross Washington at maintain flight level 250. Wisconsin 3852, cross 5 miles east of Washington at maintain level 250.
South 3903, 31 for 300.
Southwest 3903, Douglas Center on.
Yes, ma'am, checking in 340, Collider 729.
About a 729 Rock, Chicago Center Roger, center maintain level 240.
240, 729.
Delta 1673, Chicago Center Roger, climbing to level 380. Did I miss anybody? Ashton 300, we're with 978, what's the speed to do like transit? Southwest 4061, Chicago Center Roger. United 1631 United, contact Chicago Center 134.87.
3487, United 1631.50.
Well, we seem to be good. Whoops.
Scout 4903, Chicago Center Roger.
The exception that we got lower than 3,000, but manifold's not in the green.
300 knots, traffic Chicago approach 133.62.
9, other than returning to Willow Run, do you require any other assistance?
Negative emergency. We're just returning for maintenance. 729.
Roger.
Forgot to put up the landing gear and stuff.
10 right, 729.
Southwest 3456, Chicago Center, pass flow level 240, you're clear to spin.
Going out the grader. 330 grader, Southwest 4061. Southwest 3903,
Altitude.
maintain 300 knots, through direct hang.
300 knots, direct hang, Dallas 3903.
Guys, 4533, 7,100.
Guys, 4533, Chicago Center, climb, maintain level 230. Guys, 4533, contacting Indianapolis Center, 124.52.
You seem to do a very good job. That altitude thing.
Guys, 4533, contacting Indianapolis Center, 124.52 today. 456,
Chicago Center, 134.8, traffic today. 3487, Southwest 3078 today. Southwest 3903, center maintain level 290.
630 for 290, Southwest 390.
Delta 1673, have a good day. Contact Chicago Center, 126.47.
2647, number 6730.
Here at lane 653, contact Chicago Center, 121.27 today.
21, 27, 663. Continuous flight shop reported leaving 11,000. Number 4505, center maintain level 200. Southwest 1555, tempting south at the approach, 125.75. United 1631, center maintain 15,000, O'Hare altimeter 3021.
240, Southwest 46. Southwest 3802, descending level 300, Chicago Center Roger. United 1092, contact Indianapolis Center, 1.
We don't have any distance yet.
2057 at 1092, good day. 50, clear hold.
Going 334, Chicago Center Roger. If you're not on it, change to my frequency 125.2.
Oh, we're almost there.
Number 4505 from Falls at
17 miles.
O'Hare altimeter 3021.
That's probably it over there.
3487 and back direct Willow 729, good day.
Southwest 3802 out of 32 to cross action at 300.
Southwest 3802, Chicago Center Roger, maintain knots, speed west.
Maintain 300 knots southwest, 3830. That's fine.
On a 729 Chicago Center, descend at pilot discretion. Maintain 1011. The 4-1 altimeter 3023.
I don't have much to talk about right now, especially since we're not far from the airport.
1613 Chicago Center.
Well, one thing's for sure, this flight's going a lot quicker than the last one. On the last flight, we would have been able to drive there faster than how our flight was going. Is it me or do the lights seem a little dimmer?
Flight level 330.
Flight level 320, stands coordinate 0. KR 3443, maintain 300 knots, contact Chicago approach 133.62.
Southwest 3903, cross 25 miles southeast of Peng at maintain level 240.
Find this out of Peng is 240, South 3900.
Southwest 3802, put a maintain level 270.
I think I deleted one of my mods because I was trying the reshade mod, and all it does is give like this blue turquoise type of thing. And then also with the XATC chatter, since it comes up on its own screen, that reshade thing wants to put that title bar on both, and it wants to reshade both of them, and it just
134.87 today. 3487 Southwest 4691, say it.
It doesn't play nice.
Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Lake Huron, Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, South Dakota, Wisconsin, Ohio, and flight service for Milviz. Wisconsin 3852, Crown Hall, last maintain 12000, or altimeter 3021.
Wisconsin 3784, Chicago Center, Roger. Attention all aircraft, hazardous weather information, air med for Iowa, Illinois, Indiana.
Well, I hope they give us approach.
Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, South Dakota, Wisconsin, available how long?
Chicago Center, Southwest 3135, 315, for flight 320,
Southwest 3135, Chicago Center, Roger. 3903, contact Chicago Center. Actually, Southwest 3903, reduce your airspeed to 280 knots and contact Chicago Center 134.87.
Alright, 3487 is low to 287, 3903.
South altimeter 3022, expect continuous flight south leaving 11. United 1631, maintain 300 knots, contact Chicago approach 133.62. 3078, contact Southland approach 125.75.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, maintain heading 135, expect vectors for the runway 4 approach.
3903, are you here at 24?
Maintain 135, Cessna 13 Foxtrot.
022. 4505, contact Chicago approach 133.62.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, contact approach on 118.25.
118.25, 13 Foxtrot, good day.
Southwest 3135, center maintain level 370.
So maintain flight.
Approach Cessna 13 Foxtrot is with you at 3000 IFR.
448, roger, thank you.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, radar contact, altimeter is 299 and 2, continue present heading, expect vectors for the runway 4.
Continue present heading 13 Foxtrot.
1606, contact Chicago approach 125.0. Have a beautiful week.
Have a beautiful
Cessna
week.
13 Foxtrot. Turn right heading 220.
Roger, right 22013 Foxtrot.
We're in the yellow.
United 723, cross KT at maintain 2000. The O'Hare altimeter is 3012. Yes, 634, Chicago Center, Roger. Good morning. You'll be level there a little bit. I got to get my O'Hare arrivals down. Let me see here. Company 218, a heavy 772. Yeah, and what do you mean high? You want me to pull you back a little bit so you're a little further away? It's 14 miles in front of you. United 448, if you want to reduce your airspeed to 280 knots. That's fine. United 448 cross KT at
coming at an angle.
300 knots or 280 or greater.
That's a little better.
1257, Chicago Center, Roger. Cross 4-5 miles this side of O'Hare at maintain 1000. O'Hare altimeter 3012. Good morning.
Good morning.
Past the airport over here.
United 218, contact Chicago approach 125.0. Have a beautiful weekend. Yes. DS 634, climbing safe by level 260. That'll be the final for today.
Oh, our speed is... going down.
At 448, contact Chicago approach 125.0. Have a beautiful weekend.
It's like you could listen to the operator.
Yes, 608, how was your ride in the descent?
You can't hear the other pilot, you know, the other plane.
Yes, 608, thank you. Contact Chicago approach 125.0. Have a beautiful weekend. Thanks.
Yeah, that's dim. I had that a lot better. I think when I installed the reshade, it messed it up.
United 1023, contact Chicago approach 125.0. Have a beautiful weekend.
Ooh, beautiful weekend.
Thanks.
I'll have to see if I can fix that. Man, I don't even know if you can see it. I mean, I could see it, but...
17, 18, heavy, Chicago Center, Roger, climbing safe level 230, good morning.
Well, we got some good speed, it looks like.
Like 17, 18, heavy, connect Chicago Center, 121.27, have a beautiful week. Thanks.
Hey, he might be taking us out to our call. This is the approach. I think he might be routing us around.
Next 1157, contact Chicago approach 125.0. Have a beautiful weekend. Via 634, contact Kansas City Center 133.15. Have a beautiful weekend. Thank you. $1477 Chicago Center, Roger. Good morning.
Good morning, Vietnam. And I hope this operator doesn't
618 Chicago Center, Roger. Good morning.
try to drop us to 500 feet. My goodness, that was ridiculous the last time.
Yes, 618, Roger. Descend a positive discretion, maintain 1000. Pure estimate is 3017. 1783 Chicago Center, Roger. The Lafayette altimeter is 3011. Stand by for higher. Via 1783, climb maintain flight level 230. GPS 1783, climb maintain flight level 230. GPS 1783, heavy, are you with Chicago?
If you can see it, there's a blinking light right here.
FedEx 1783, heavy. FedEx 1783, climb maintain flight level 230. UPS 618, contact Pure approach 125.8. Have a beautiful weekend. Thank you.
Oh, my, we're like 20 miles away. Come on, man. Vector us back.
1477, contact Chicago Center 125.57, 2557. Have a beautiful weekend. Yeah. Like 1783, contact Chicago Center 121.27. Have a beautiful week. Thank you.
Let's sit here and fall asleep. My goodness.
Next 1775, Chicago Center, Roger. Climb maintain flight level 230. Good morning. Good, how are you? Fun.
Fine.
Next 1775, contact Chicago Center 121.27. Talk to you in a little bit.
Oh, my goodness.
CBS 560 Chicago Center, Roger. Good morning.
Man, are you gonna vector us back? How far are you gonna vector us away?
CBS 560 Chicago Center, Roger. Good morning.
Departure Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Position report. IFR.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot 30 miles from Kilo Charlie Mike India at 0400. Local altimeter is 2992.
On 8325 Chicago Center, Roger. Climb maintain flight level 200. Good morning. Alright, make sure you tell them I said hi, thank you.
We need to request vectors or something?
Approach Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Request
Yeah,
vectors.
660 Chicago Center, Roger. Descend via the Pinky 4 arrival. O'Hare altimeter 3012. A little bit of light tap between 20 and 13,000. Good morning.
Well, I thought this might be a quick flight.
How's your ride?
Oh, he's not going to give us vectors.
CBS 560, vacate contact Chicago Center 125.57. Have a beautiful weekend.
All right, dude, we're just going to...
Yeah.
Turn around. This guy's crazy. I'm trying to go to Champaign, not...
1775, Chicago Center, Roger. Welcome back.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Turn left heading 360.
About time.
Left 23613 Foxtrot.
What did I have to do? Start turning myself?
Runway 1602, Chicago Center, Roger. Pure altimeter 3017.
No, that's not our airport. Just in case you were wondering.
Roger, thank you.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Turn left heading 360.
Left 23613 Foxtrot.
You see me turning, right? Well, I'm turning left, but... You see me turning, correct? I think that might be Champaign way over there.
3544, Chicago Center, Roger. Good morning, lower shortly.
Yeah.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Turn right heading 010.
Roger, right 20113 Foxtrot.
FedEx 1775, descend at pilot discretion, maintain flight level 240, and you are number 2 today to the airport.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot. Cleared to final for runway 4. Contact tower on 120.4 when established.
Until established on final 4. Runway 413 Foxtrot.
FedEx 1775, about 32 miles. Welcome. Is 19 heavy, jet on? 19 heavy, Chicago Center, Roger, climb maintain 50230, good morning.
Okay, we're heading for the approach vector. Doesn't seem like we are, but wait a minute. I don't think that's the airport. Boston.
3544, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 200. On 8325, connect Chicago Center, 120.12, 2012, have a beautiful weekend. Tell Mike the same.
No, it's not. It's over here. So the flight plan is here, here, and then there. Should be over there somewhere. Wow, maybe we should read from a book. Alright, let's do some fascinating facts.
1775, descend and maintain flight level 240 for traffic, please. Sorry about that.
Why is Scotland Yard in London? In the 10th century, as a gesture of friendship, a Scottish king was given land in London with the provision that he build a castle and live it in
3544, descend and maintain flight level
a portion
180.
of each year. Seven centuries later, when England and Scotland became united under a common ruler, the land was turned over to London authorities. It was divided into Greater and Middle Scotland Yard, and the London police took up residence there in 1829. Today, Scotland Yard refers to both the Metropolitan Police Force that's based there, as well as its many local stations. Why did pirates wear earrings? Well, parrots are on their shoulders, so they didn't do it for decoration. Believe it or not, they did it for their health and well-being. Acupuncturists tell us that there are pressure points located just above the earlobe, which help to improve eyesight. Reduce the appetite and boost energy levels. These are attributes which would certainly come in handy during long sea voyages. Some of the earrings they wore also had waxy lumps dangling from the bottom. These helped the pirates in another, less exotic way. During exchanges of cannon fire, the pirates used them to plug their ears.
660, how was your ride in the descent?
Are bats blind? Hardly. Their erratic flight patterns, plus the fact that they fly at dusk, suggested to ancient peoples that they had terrible vision. But in fact, quite the opposite is true. They have excellent eyesight. They fly helter-skelter. The Beatles! Because they chase darting bugs through the dusk sky. In addition to possessing sharp eyes, bats emit high-pitched sounds which work like sonar and help them to navigate in the dark. But bats are disoriented in sudden brightness because their eyes are accustomed to the dark. In some countries, the phrase is not blind as a bat, but blind as a bat in sunlight.
3544, 210.
Is dry cleaning really dry? No. In fact, it's nearly as wet as regular cleaning. Clothes to be dry cleaned are put in a large washing machine and subjected to perchloroethylene and a variety of other solutions.
Very good, thank you. How vectors, as soon as
Think
I
about
get
the next
your,
time you put a tux or your suit inside of
a...
it. And they've been immersed in these. The clothes are placed in a dryer, which removes the solvents. Stains that weren't removed during this process are given personal attention and various chemicals depending on the nature of the stain, after which the clothing is pressed and folded. Clean, yes. Dry cleaned, no. Goodness.
1464 Chicago Center, Roger. I'll have lower here shortly.
Let's see if I can find.
Thank you. Like 1464, you are number 3 to the airport. You're following your company and you're about 17 miles behind them.
Nah, I won't worry about it. Okay, there is our first. Oh, it's got this one activated. Alright. We'll head for that one then. That looks like the airport. Oh well. Got something big on the screen. Can't read it. Yeah, that's KBMI.
Yes, 50 over heavy, fly heading at 355.
Let's get ourselves routed correctly here.
Yes, 50 over heavy, your lucky day. Connect Cedar Rapids approach, low 9.7. Have a beautiful weekend.
We'll head to the Boston.
Thank you. Connect 1464 miles will put you in trail with your company fly heading of 050. 1775, contact Cedar Rapids approach, low at 9.7. Have a beautiful weekend.
Oh, finally our DME is working.
Grid 447, Chicago Center, Roger, descend via the Binky 4 arrival, here altimeter 3012, good morning.
This is all set too. It's set automatically. Alright, let's get ourselves slowed down here. We need to get some fuel in this baby.
Maintain 1000. $1464 to set maintain 1000, 11,000.
Cal Cessna 13 Foxtrot at 10 miles to the southwest at 3000 IFR landing.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, continue approach your number 14 landing.
Continue approach number 1 for landing Cessna 13 Foxtrot.
Be advised the tower's going to open here shortly. You can try them. I'm not sure if they're there yet. They have not called
There it is.
But you are clear for the approach, and you can get flying by this frequency. If on airport, you've got to go through flight service, or the tower if they're open, and talk to it.
Autopilot.
Better get our gear down. Where is it? Is it down? Whoa. What happened to the airport? Crap. Okay, there it is. Okay, good. Get ourselves back on track. What I'm gonna do.
Airline 456, Chicago, Center, good London, the maintain flight level 330, and also after Bradford, you're clear to thank you for arrival. American 296, Chicago, Center, welcome, I got to 290, and Spirit 456, I'm sorry, that was cut down. I heard you got 330, but now after Bradford, but thank you for arrival.
Autopilot.
Airline 456, I'm sorry, the second half of that recheck was
Autopilot.
after Bradford.
Alright, never mind, I won't use it.
Thank you.
I was going to try to get us just autopilot with the heading, but that don't want to work.
That's Waterloo actually. Use O'Hare 3011.
Maybe it's working? Maybe it's not.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot winds 030 at 8. Altimeter is 2992. Cleared to land. Runway 4.
Cleared to land, runway 413 Foxtrot.
Whoops. Too low.
Visual, if there's any further information, Airbus with Great Lakes to Western Highway flight from services. Spirit Wings 456, send to via the Binky for arrival at Harold Cinder 3011. American 296, also descend via the Binky for arrival at Harold Cinder 3011.
Come on back. Come on.
FedEx 49, Chicago Connect, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Well, that was before the
Cessna
runway.
13 Foxtrot, contact ground control on 121.8 when clear of the active.
121.813 Foxtrot.
Seventeen, Chicago Center, climb and maintain level 230.
Well, not all of our flights are going to be perfect.
FedEx 49, contact Chicago Center 121.27.
This one doesn't have any taxi signs. Well, there they are.
Ground Cessna 13 Foxtrot, clear of the active runway.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, hold your position. Cessna 13 Foxtrot, stand by.
Clearance UPS 9611.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, stand by.
Information Tango, we're going to Louisville. Our PDC was more than 2 hours old, said to call you.
Cessna 13 Foxtrot, taxi to terminal.
Your time is being updated. You still sparking.
Taxi to terminal 13 Foxtrot.
To be honest with you, we never got our previous PDC.
UPS 9611 cleared to Sierra Delta Foxtrot Airport. Get a Burnham to departure for a speed transition. Then it's bound. Climb maintain 1010,000. Track flight level 300 in 10 minutes. Squawk 7136.
I'm sorry about that. You were stepped on for UPS 9611. Can you say that again?
UPS 9611 cleared to Sierra Delta Foxtrot Airport. We had a Burnham to departure. Rest speed transition. Then it's bound. Climb maintain 1010,000. Back flight level 300 in 10 minutes. Squawk 7136.
Alright, clear to Louisville via the Burnham 2 departure, our rest speed transition, 10,000 initially.
Is this a terminal?
Later, squawk 7136.
UPS 9611, read back is correct, departure 8 is Tango's current, yeah, we get it.
Okay.
There's a hangar, but there looks like there's a plane in there. Is there a parking spot? Yeah, I guess we'll just park right here. Alright, parking brake is down.
Frontier 1364, give way to southwest out of ramp 4.
Give way southwest, Frontier Flight 1364.
All right. Whoops. Magneto's off. All right. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Okay. Let's see here. Get our chalk blocks and covers down. All right, we are here at Champaign. Let's go ahead and take a look at the airport and see what it really looks like. Here it is from satellite view. The University of Illinois-Willard. I don't know why I want to say Willard Airport, the KCMI or CMI. But this is it right here. And we've got 3 runways. And this one looks like dirt. Okay, they must have torn that apart. They got an X there, I'm guessing. Wow. I don't know if it may be fixed by now, but that's interesting that this was torn off there. I guess they would have had to have shut this down. I mean, there's no way to get a plane over there unless you came over here, turned around, or something. That is a very thin taxiway. And this taxiway looks like it could be repaved a little bit. Now, some of the taxiways are decent in size, but then some are small. Like, look at this. It's teeny tiny. Because I know there's a few airliners that land here. They may not be huge or anything, but I would think that they would need something a little bigger than that to travel on. Well, that's a runway there, but yeah, general aviation, no problem. But anyway, so there's a golf course, the University of Illinois golf course. It's kind of big. That's right here next to the airport. So if you wanted to go golf, you could fly here and play golf. If you really wanted to. There are some hangars, hangar storage, things out here, and some places to park your plane. Parking lot, Institute of Aviation at Parkland College, Flight Star. And from above, it doesn't look like airliners would really land here, but definitely your general aviation would. But I know I've seen pictures of stuff of airliners being located. Well, this is probably it here. They'd probably be right here where the terminal is at. Ugh, that just looks ugly. Okay, so, but this is the main main terminal here, and there is a fountain, and then you got the parking lot. So let's go ahead and compare that with X-Plane. So we're looking directly north. That is runway 36. And there's that main terminal with the parking lot. And this here does not have the fountain there. There's a very interesting, I think it was on avsim.net, where someone had done a Willard airport for FSX that had a fountain there, which looked really good. Problem with it is that it also had these black pavement things scattered in weird areas that just did not look good at all. Yeah, so here's the terminal, and you can see here for this airport, and I don't even have world traffic installed. These are just placed here. They're just placed here. They're not, probably not even supposed to be here, to be honest with you. I don't know. Parking lots on the side? I don't know. Is it supposed to be like that? Let's find out. Okay, yeah, so there are parking lots here on the side. And you got your main road. You actually have trees here. This is one of those times where having a tree on top of something would have worked. They put trees over the golf course, though. Tons of them, too. Okay, so I don't know what this is. Apparently that's something from the satellite map. But there's the hangars. It's not quite the same as it is over on over here for real. So, you know, you've got, they kind of go out a little bit like this, and you can see that when we move it, yeah, it's close, but you know, it's not exact, obviously, but it's not bad. I mean, you know, it's relatively there, and hey, you know, this is still paved over here, so you can still take off from this runway if you want to. They do seem to be about as thin as the taxiways as I would have suspected, but yeah, so this is the area. This is what it looks like during the daytime, even though that's not where that's not the time that we flew in. Looks like we have a few other things that are missing. Some arrows there could be placed. It looks like there are some poppy lights that are supposed to go right there. And probably another set right over here. So I think this airport could probably use a little love. I mean, there's a lot of people that flew, you know, the old flight simulator and remember this airport vividly, you know, fondly. Because this was the furthest south you could go. Then you have to turn around and go back up to Meigs Airport again. So I'm kind of surprised that there hasn't been like a payware or anything of Champaign-Urbana. And Kankakee for that matter. That just kind of surprises me. Okay, so let's learn a little bit about the airport itself. I fly CU, Champaign-Urbana. Skip to Strauss, fly local. So you can see that American Airlines connects here. Got parking, only $7 a day. You got, you know, check your flights and flight status. Let's look up about. Let's see here, master newspaper, airport history. That'll be good. Okay, so University of Illinois-Willard Airport is one of only 2 commercial airports in the country owned and operated by an educational institution. University of Illinois-Willard Airport, often referred to by its FAA designation CMI or KCMI, was named for the former University of Illinois president Arthur Cutts Willard. Formal dedication of the airport took place on October 26, 1945, with the scheduled airline service in 1954. The University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign established its nationally recognized Institute of Aviation at University of Illinois-Willard Airport in 1946. The university takes full advantage of training and research opportunities made possible by the location of the institute on the grounds of University of Illinois-Willard Airport. University of Illinois-Willard Airport is served by American Airlines and United Airlines, which offer convenient non-stops, blah blah, that's kind of like a advertisement. For facility information of interest to aviators, visit airnav.com. I would hope you would, 'cause I use airnav.com a lot, even though I'm not a, you know, like a professional aviator or something. But yeah, so just American Airlines and United Airlines, I guess. I mean, it's definitely not the. I don't think it's Delta and the Alitalia that we saw. Whoever put those on that airport, that's not supposed to be there. Let's just take a look at the flight tracker here and see what we got. See, okay, see arrivals, American Airlines. Let's take a look at departures. American Airlines. Okay, so yeah, that's what we should see. We shouldn't see anything else, except for maybe United. Here, United Airlines, UA. Who knows? Who knows when they are showing up? Apparently not at the time that I'm recording this. Before we head into town, let's just take a look at what town is. Alright, so here is the airport here. And here is Champaign. And Urbana is right here. So they typically call this the Twin Cities. So you got Champaign, you got Urbana, and is it Urbana, Urbana? I don't know. I heard it a couple different ways. But the University of Illinois is right here. And it's, oh, they say at Urbana-Champaign. That's interesting, because I thought it was the other way around. Anyway, you can see the university is right smack in between Champaign and Urbana. And this whole area, this thing right here, Campus Town, And this literally is just kind of like a college town. I mean, it's no joke. I mean, this is like one of the biggest universities in the country, I think. I think living expenses aren't too bad from what I've read, but that's not what this video is all about. I just did a little bit of research, nothing in depth or anything. But yeah, this is it here. And just of note, there's Frasca Field up here, which is just a real simple airport. Simple enough that you have to taxi on the runway itself and turn around. It's it's one of those. But Frasca Field, which you may find interesting here, if we were to go to the original Sublogic map for Flight Simulator 2, that's Frasca Field right there. It's funny because I always remember this other little airport that was next to University of Illinois-Willard, but I'd never been in this area before, so I didn't really know what all this, space was, And when flying, I would just see, a big polygon or something on the ground that represented the city, but never really, could visualize what this actually looked like for real. And well, now we can. Here it is. This is what it looks like for real. So, and it's just a tiny little airport, probably to help maybe relieve some stress from here, or for general aviation, they got a place to land on the north side instead of having to way down here. So. But yeah, that's that is the area that we have landed, which is got 3 interstates coming through. You've got the 74, you've got the 57, and where's the other one? The 71, no, 72. Yeah, 74, 72, and the 57, all right here. So we're outside of the airport, and we just take a look around here. This is the main terminal with the parking lot, like I had mentioned. That's my shadow. So you got that one on this side, one on this side, and you got that fountain that's here in the middle. And then, of course, the airport is over there. All right. Well, our car is here. Or, well, it's over there, so we need to go over there and pick up our car. We are here at our first stop, and of course, it's the University of Illinois. But I wanted to take you to something specific. Right here, and I'm not sure if this is really considered the front of the university or not, but there is a statue right over here called the Alma Mater. And now that's been used for several different, the term has been used for several different universities when someone says, what's your alma mater? And that means, like, what was, like, your home school that you went to, your home, university, the one that nurtured you and helped build you up to, what you are. So that's what the alma mater stands for. But the University of Illinois, I mean, this is a special statue that was created, and here's some information on it right here. And we'll kind of scooch this over here a little bit, so that way you can kind of see the picture there on the side. It's right over here. Let's just click on that so you can get a bigger look at it. So this is the alma mater right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and just read about it. So the alma mater is a bronze statue by Lorado Taft. That's him. Which is a beloved symbol of the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. The 10,000-pound statue depicts a mother figure wearing academic robes and flanked by two attendant figures representing learning and labor. After the university's motto, learning and labor, sited at the corner of Green and Wright Streets at the heart of the campus, the statue is an iconic figure for the university and a popular backdrop for student graduation photos. It is appreciated for its romantic, heraldic overtones and warmth of pose. The statue was removed from its site at the entrance to the university for restoration in 2012, and it was returned to its site in the spring of 2014. So that is a pretty cool thing. And so that's why I wanted to stop at the statue first. But also, now that we're here, there is, now obviously I'm not going to put links to, the statue and the university for Wikipedia, because I'm pretty sure you can do that on your own, but I will put links to other stuff that we come across. But here is the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, also known as U of I. This is a public research university in Illinois, and it's the flagship institution of the University of Illinois system. This was founded in 1867 as a land-grant institution. All right, so the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign is a member of the Association of American Universities. And, well, I guess there's a whole bunch of blah, blah, blah stuff there. And there is some history. Here is the statue. Oh, you can't even see it. Here's the statue right here. So they talk about that. The campus. Yeah, let's not worry about the history and stuff like that. Like I said, there's a lot of this stuff that you can read on your own here. But here is the main quad, and it's these quads are interesting. There's like a main quad, north quad, south quad. But it's got this open area, and from what I've researched, students like to just hang out here, and do their studies. But main research and academic facilities are divided almost evenly between the twin cities of Urbana and Champaign, which form part of the Champaign-Urbana metropolitan area. So it's interesting. I mean, this college has just grown so big that it's half in one city and half in another city. In October 2011, Sustainable Endowments Institute gave the campus a grade of B for sustainability. Academics, admissions, distance rankings, research park, Prairie Research, Big Ten, okay, bunch of the Greek life. I see this and I think Sims 2 and 3. But okay, well, notable faculty and alumni. Okay, this would be interesting here. Okay, so 25 alumni and faculty members of U of I have won a Pulitzer Prize. Let's see here. The alumni of the university have created companies and products such as Netscape, AMD, PayPal, Playboy, National Football League, Siebel Systems, Mortal Kombat, CDW, YouTube, THX, Andreessen Horowitz, Oracle, Lotus, Yelp, Safari, Firefox, WW Grainger, Delta Airlines, Beckman Instruments, BET, and Tesla Motors. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, this is a pretty big deal of a college. Some other alumni have also led several companies such as BitTorrent, Renaissance Technologies, Ticketmaster, McDonald's, Goldman Sachs, BP, Kodak, Shell, General Motors, AT&T, General Electric, Flipkart. Alumni and faculty have invented the LED and the quantum well laser, JavaScript, the integrated circuit, transistor, pH meter, MRI. I mean, this is pretty incredible. I can't imagine how much it costs to go to this school, but I mean, this school seems like a pretty big deal. I mean, it seems like if you're a graduate of this university, it's not guaranteed, but I think you might have a pretty good career ahead of you. I don't know. Maybe you could tell. Maybe you guys could tell me what the deal is in regards to the university, and if it turned out well or if it was a big waste of money. I don't know. I'm way too old to try to get into that stuff now. But let's jump from that to the actual website of University of Illinois. And this link I will put into the description, although I'm sure you'll have an easy time trying to find it on your own. But obviously there's going to be a lot in this website. There's, and we're not going to go all the way through it because this is not a video about University of Illinois. This is about flying around the world. So we're just kind of hitting the highlights, if anything. So we got admissions, academics. Let's see, colleges and schools. Let me see. We got arts and cultures, international, outreach. I want to go to this college and schools and just see what we have here. Illinois has a tremendous breadth and depth in academics. 150 undergraduate, more than 100 graduate and professional programs. Okay, so here's what we got. We got law, liberal arts and sciences. Liberal is. What about conservative? Do they have those too, or do they just? I'm just kidding. Anyway, education, engineering, fine and applied art. I guess this is your conservative one here. You got your liberal one. You got your left. You got your right. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Division of General Studies. G's College. I don't know. G's College of Business, Graduate College, Veterinarian, Social Work. Oh, this is something that my daughter wants to get into, is like social services and stuff. College of Medicine, Labor, Employment Relations, Applied Health Sciences, College of Agriculture, Consumer, and stuff. I've always been into like fine and applied arts, so I'm curious what they have underneath this. All right, fancy stuff here. College of Fine and Applied Arts. All right, let's take a look at their majors and minors. We got architecture, art and design, dance, landscape architecture, music, theater, and urban and regional planning. That's interesting. Let's go to the other one. Can we go to the other one? All right, here, liberal. Let's look at the liberal arts and see what this says. So they all, I mean, this is obviously a big site. Do they have anything here in regards to like the degrees? Oh, directory, LAS, no. No? Maybe? Here we go. Majors. Okay, so sciences, specialized secondary teacher, programs of study. Well, let's look up minors then. College of Lass. Declaring a... Oh, here's some minors. Oh, there's a whole bunch there. Chemistry, Earth, English, whole bunch of... this is the kind of arts I don't care about. Yeah, not my cup of tea. Hey, Stephen Cox. Hey, how are you doing? I don't know who you are. Anyway, there are a couple other things, and we're not going to drive to them because they're on the campus, near the campus. But there is Spurlock Museum. So this is another place that you'll most likely want to check out. This is definitely another highlight of the city, of the university. So, okay, events, that's not quite what I was looking for. Exhibits. Okay, so we can see they got like the hidden life of things, Amazonian, Andean culture, all the facts, woman artists of W. Dale and Jean Compton, knowledge at work, permanent exhibits. Let's look up those because those never change. This is the Central Core, and North America, people of the First Nations, commonalities and diversity, ancient Mediterranean, the dawn of the individual. We got Europe, transformations, the European Odyssey, Southeast Asia and Oceania crossroads, East Asia, invention, exchange, endurance, Africa, looking forward, looking back, ancient Mesopotamia, the land between two rivers, Egypt, the gift of the Nile. Wow, all places that we will be traveling to eventually in this world tour. So we'll have to, if we can remember, we'll have to refer back to these to these things. That would be interesting, a way to kind of connect parts of our world tour together. So this is a pretty, if it's got all these exhibits in it, my goodness, this thing must be huge. All right, so then there is another museum, and it's the Art Museum. This is the Cranert Art Museum. And these are some of the paintings and stuff that they have, at least that they're being featured around the time that I'm doing this video. But you can see here there's a forensic provenance, a forensic history of art, ceramics, Kennedy Brown, the special relationship. This is interesting. What is this? That's kind of wicked looking, actually. School of Art and Design, and you got visual aids, family walk and talk, tango, yoga, voice reading series, collections, Andy Warhol, Maryland. Are these here? Are these at this museum, I wonder? The Blue Gable, China Blue and White. I guess these are at the... Oh, that's interesting. If this is what's here. You rule by pathetic display. Huh, okay. Is that it? Yeah, that's it there. Okay, so yeah, those two museums, if you go to Champaign-Urbana, definitely are going to want to stop at these two museums and check them out. That will probably keep you busy for 2 or 3 hours. At least I would think anyway. And then I went ahead and I'll provide this link as well. As far as 15 things that you can do in Champaign, Illinois. And when I looked up Urbana, it came up with the same list. So here's a list of other things that you can do. And we're not going to drive all around to these places, but it seems like the university is a good place to sit down and just kind of go over this stuff. So you got the Anita Purves, I don't know, Nature Center, and the Blue Water Supercomputer. This kind of interests me. So this is located at the National Petascale Computing Facility on the University of Illinois campus. The Blue Water Supercomputer is one of the most powerful computers in the world and is open for the public to experience and enjoy. Finalized in 2013, Blue Waters is a sustained petascale Cray supercomputer built from the latest technologies and capable of more than 13 quadrillion calculations per second. The computer is used by engineers and scientists around the world to tackle a wide range of challenging problems, from simulating the evolution of the cosmos to predicting the behavior of complex biological systems. This is fascinating to me. I would love to see this. This is just fascinating to me. Can I have like one of these to run X-Plane? That'd be sweet. Thanks, appreciate it. Then there is the Champaign County History Museum at the historic Cattle Bank. It's a museum that explores the history of Champaign with an impressive collection of exhibits and objects from the region, set in a beautifully restored building dating back to 1857. Museum features 3 rotating galleries and exhibitions that focus on the pioneer past of Champaign, student life at the University of Illinois, and the war years, as well as a quaint bookstore. And then we got the Urbana Park District Park System. And then there's the Japan House, which this is interesting. This is a unique teaching facility for both university students and the public that is part of the College of Fine and Applied Arts at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. See, now they got it reversed. Urbana-Champaign, just like the other thing. Established to create and foster cultural understanding in the broader community, as well as a more profound sensitivity towards diverse cultures, Japan House focuses on the study of Japanese aesthetics and traditional arts, particularly around the time-honored art form of Chado, the way of tea. Located just south of, they got open to public for tea ceremonies and tours. That's kind of cool. Here's the Cranit Art Museum. Okay, we talked about that. The Orpheum Children's Science Museum. The Spurlock Museum, we talked about that one. There's a planetarium here, the Sterkel Planetarium. It's the second largest planetarium in the state of Illinois and presents a variety of light show entertainments and science education programs. And the Sousa Archive Center for American Music, the University of Illinois Arboretum, and the Morrow Plots. What is this? An experimental agricultural field at Urbana-Champaign and one of the oldest such areas in the United States, named after Professor George E. Morrow. The Morrow Plots consist of 6 small fields, 1/10 of an acre, in sizes that have been continuously planted with corn for the past 142 years. Other plots feature rotations of corn, oats, and soybeans, along with alfalfa and clover. The University of Illinois Morrow Plots is a valuable source of agricultural data which the university has been utilizing for the past 120 years. Huh, that's interesting. You got the Alto Vineyards and Winery, and a Slab of Meat, and Brew Lab Coffee, and the Blind Pig Brewery. So, well, if you're into that stuff, I don't really care. All the interesting stuff was towards the top, but all right. So we've got one more stop that I want to make. It's a special little stop. So let's go ahead and drive on there. we are here at our final stop. It's probably not one that's, like a huge sightseeing thing, but it's a special place, I think, for me. And that is right over here. And you can't see it at first, but if we move in a little bit, you will see a statue of someone who is sitting down with a big arrow in his way. But there we go, that's a little better. But you can see someone over here that it's a little statue thing of a man sitting down in 3 chairs. Well, these are theater seats. This is Roger Ebert. Roger Ebert was a very, very well-known film critic. And he's holding his thumb up because he and Gene Siskel coined the phrase 2 thumbs up when it came, because they were movie critics. And they would kind of bang heads against each other in regards to movies. But whenever they both liked it and they're like, yeah, both, 2 thumbs up, people they listen to these guys. I mean, I grew up with Siskel and Ebert, but I thought this was neat, a neat thing to kind of share. If you grew up with watching Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel, and this might be a really neat thing to go take a picture with. But here is some information about it. So this is Sit with Roger Ebert, Champaign, Illinois. Only a handful of Americans have conducted their statue-worthy accomplishments while sitting down. Roger Ebert is one of them. Ebert was a film critic in a time before film reviews were something that anyone could publish. He was the first of his profession to win a Pulitzer Prize, the first with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and most important, for his immortality, the first with a national TV show. Nearly every week from 1977 to 1999, he and fellow critic Gene Siskel sat on a movie theater set and argued the merits of films from Apocalypse Now to Porky's 2. Each review ended with a vote, thumbs up or down. Siskel and Ebert trademarked their 2 thumbs up catchphrase to keep copycat shows from stealing it. Roger would return to his hometown of Champaign-Urbana. That's why this statue is important, because this is where he's from. He returned to host an annual film festival in its Virginia theater, where he'd watch movies as a teenager. When he died in 2013, the city decided to put a statue of him out front. And so this is the theater that he went to as a teenager. I think this is a really cool nod to him. It really is. He died in 2013. The city decided to put a statue of him out front. The idea had kicked around for years. Some of its early concepts had even included Siskel, who had died in 1999, but Ebert's death shifted the sculpture's focus exclusively on him, the hometown favorite. Unveiled on April 24th, 2014, titled See You at the Movies. I like that, Champaign-Urbana, that's cool. It depicts a life-size Roger Ebert in the prime of his TV career, sitting and giving an enthusiastic thumbs up. Empty theater seats on either side encourage visitors to sit and offer their own thumb-centric reviews. The statue is solid bronze, so sitters in shorts should expect a hot seat on a sunny summer afternoon. So, and this is the address right here, 203 West Park Avenue in Champaign. I thought this was neat. This is kind of a neat thing to go see, I think. And as far as Roger Ebert, I pulled up some information on him so I could share it with you. So he was born in Urbana, Illinois, and he was a student at Urbana High School, and he took classes at University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. As an early entrance student, he He was a member of the Phi Delta Theta fraternity and president of the U.S. Student Press Association. He worked as a reporter of the News Gazette of Champaign-Urbana. So, I mean, this is why this is kind of a big thing for University of Illinois, or basically Urbana-Champaign or Champaign-Urbana, whatever order you want to put it in. But I never knew that. I never knew that this is where he's from. And so it's really neat to learn about this. Now you may have seen some pictures of Roger Ebert where he basically he was suffering from cancer from the thyroid and salivary glands, and they had to remove his lower jaw. So it really disfigured him pretty badly. But I mean, he kept living, and even though he couldn't speak, he was still able to write. So he lived his life to the fullest, I think. So in memory of Roger Ebert, I wanted to pull up just a short clip, just play a little bit, in case you don't know who he is, of something that I found from retrojunk.com. And this is one of the old movie reviews with him and Gene Siskel on the 1989 Batman movie. So we'll go ahead and pull that up here.
From out of the comic books and into the movies, the Caped Crusader opens his newest adventure in Batman, one of 4 new movies we'll be reviewing this week on Siskel and Ebert. I'm Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times.
And I'm Gene Siskel of the Chicago Tribune. Our first film is the eagerly awaited Batman, and although it's far from perfect, it's the first summer spectacular that I've really enjoyed. I think that has to do with it not being a sequel, and also that there's some true originality in the film's art design, sound, and performances. As been reported, this is a darker Batman, not at all like the campy 60s TV show. Jack Nicholson stars as criminal Jack Napier, here out to rob a chemical factory with the police and Batman, Michael Keaton, in pursuit. So does the Batmobile in some shots. Director Tim Burton obviously wants to recall the original comic book look as well as tell a more adult kind of story. And that adult approach is what I found so refreshing about this Batman movie. We have so many films these days that are being made for the teenage audience, films that look like overblown TV shows. Here's a picture with adult stars, troubled characters, and a dark look. It's a shame that that approach has to be considered a risk these days, but I'm certainly glad the approach was taken. I enjoyed this Batman.
You said you enjoyed it more than any of the other entertainment pictures this summer. I certainly didn't think it was as much fun as the Indiana Jones film.
More for me.
And
I felt I've been through that one before.
As I looked at it, the thing that struck me most of all was the art direction. Gotham City in this movie is one of the original places in the movies. I thought it was very well done. It reminded me of places like Metropolis in the movie by Fritz Lang, or the futuristic Los Angeles in the movie Blade Runner by Ridley Scott. So I thought that the art direction was sensational. I thought the special effects were good. I thought those buildings looked like they went up 1.5 miles into the sky. I thought the dark film noir look of the film was very nice, but I didn't care about anything that happened in the movie. I never really found that these characters became people that I could get involved with. I felt that Nicholson, as the Joker, went on way too long. He was on
gotta
too
love
often.
the two,
He was doing the
because
same thing over and over. I found the relationship between Bruce Wayne and Vicky Vale,
bash heads with each other,
manager, and Michael Keaton. In fact, when she's in the Batcave and she sees for the first time that
I felt that I had entered a complete world, a psychological world, and a visual world. I bought it. The ending runs on too long. That I agree with you in story construction. It's that problem of the third act that a lot of action pictures have.
Well, I admire, as you know, we can agree on one thing. We admire the look of the picture. Yeah. We just don't know if it.
All right, so so this here is Roger Ebert, and this is Gene Siskel. But oh my word, man! Growing up, I watched these two almost religiously. That was back in the times when movies were fun, and watching the two, you you're kind of looking forward to hearing, you know, what they're saying. It's just, it was amazing. It was a fun show to watch. Oh my goodness, there's something here about Star Wars. I wonder what this is. Hold on.
Joining us now live from our New York studios is John Simon, film critic for the National Review and drama critic for New York Magazine. From our Chicago bureau, Gene Siskel, film critic for the Chicago Tribune and co-host of the syndicated television series At the Movies. And Roger Ebert, co-host of At the Movies and film critic for the Chicago Sun-Times. Mr. Simon,
I bet they wouldn't defend Star Wars now.
Back, the second in this trilogy, as malodorous awful, and I understand you're also well able to keep your enthusiasm in check for the third in the trilogy. Why so unkind?
Well, I think the raves for the early Star Wars have been so violent and so extravagant that I feel one cannot afford to mince one's words if one dislikes these things.
You certainly did not do that, but why do you feel they are so bad?
I feel they're so bad because they're completely dehumanizing. Obviously, let's face it, they are for children or for childish adults. They're not for adult mentalities, which unfortunately means that they're not for a lot of my fellow critics who also lack adult mentalities. But anyway, they are for children, and they're brutalizing children, they're stultifying children, they're making children dumber than they need to be. A great work for children.
You haven't seen The Last
like
Jedi.
Huck Finn, for example, tells a child something about reality, about people, about life, about growing up. These films try to keep children, stupid children, forever. And that, I think, is wrong.
You haven't seen The Last
Roger
Jedi.
Ebert, if you would like to remove the dagger from between your ribs and strike back, have at it.
I totally disagree with Mr. Simon. I don't know what he did as a child, but I spent a lot of my Saturday matinees watching science fiction movies and serials and having a great time of being stimulated and having my imagination stimulated and having all sorts of visions take place in my mind that helped me to become an adult and to still say young at heart. And I would say not that I'm childlike, but that he is old at heart.
Yeah, I think that Mr. Simon ought to do what I did over the weekend. I went to a regular movie theater in a shopping center in Michigan City, Indiana, and I sat amid all the kids. There was one tall head and a lot of small heads.
Were they dumber than they needed to be?
No, they weren't dumber, to quote that interesting phrase. They were ecstatic. They were enjoying it, and they were rooting. They were asking each other who's who. They were getting all involved. They were rooting for the right guys and booing the bad guys. I thought it was a lot of fun. I feel badly, honestly, I feel badly that this other critic, John Simon, didn't have a good time at these pictures. That's too bad for him.
All right, while it would probably be more fun to have you sling mud at one another, all three of you, let's talk about the movie nevertheless. Is it a great film? I mean, it's clearly great technology, and it does wonderful things with special effects, but in terms of the normal standards by which we judge movies, is this a great film? John Simon, clearly you say no, but why?
Well, first of all, you know, special effects are like the tail of the dog, which should not wag the whole animal. When you have a film that's 90% special, man, that's a kindly estimate, 90%.
That guy totally just doesn't get it, does he? Well, I hope you had fun with this flight to Champaign-Urbana, Urbana-Champaign, however you want to put the two together. And I hope you enjoyed this documentary about the Twin Cities and the university and about Roger Ebert. I had a lot of fun putting this together, and learned a great deal too. Heck, if I was young back in my 20s, I think I might actually consider going to University of Illinois. I'm really impressed about what I read. So. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Maybe you went to U of I. I'd love to hear your story. So anyway, thanks for watching, and be sure to check this out on the other simulators, and I will see you on the next leg of our journey. Take care. Oh, and thumbs up. And if you had fun watching this flight, then you might enjoy watching the same flight on one of these other simulators. It's a great way to compare the difference between them, but it's also a nice way to relive some old memories. or make some new ones. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around in the wild blue yonder.